This next video will inform you how to book your visa date. First, log on to the US Travel Docs website. Once again, click on No. This is only once you've completed your visa application form, the DS-160, and now you want to book your visa date. So log on to the same website, go on to this link which says create your account. It'll ask you for an email ID which you've already inserted in your DS-160. So make sure that you're consistent. First name is Harvinder Singh. So the password, you can use any of your passwords that you want to incorporate. This is called your dashboard. So if you're booking your visa date for the first time, click on New Application. Because you're applying for a student visa, that is called as the non-immigrant visa. Continue. Select your country and state of residence. According to the US regulation, you can apply for your visa if you're in the consular district for 6 months and more. Now you can choose the language of your interview. Because you're applying as a student, I would recommend choose English. Applying as a student, so you've got your options here. So it says student exchange visitor. So click on student exchange visitor and continue. Most of the students are going in as an F1 student visa. There are different categories, spouse for vocational studies, but click on F1 and then continue. Here you can check your details that you're applying for a non-immigrant visa. In Delhi, your language is English, you're applying as a student. Visa class is F1. Your interview post is New Delhi. Or if you choose Chennai, if you're in the south, then you'll be choosing Chennai, Hyderabad accordingly. Okay, so you mention your passport number. Each time when you're filling your passport number, make sure that everything is correct. Keep checking it. Your passport issuance date. That's India. Passport expiration date. your date of birth. Once again, you need to go back to your passport details and check that your passport details and everything matches with your DS 160 and your visa application form, because everything is always connected. All right, so make sure that you're filling out all the details correctly. India, Arvinder Singh, gender male, DS160 confirmation. So that was the confirmation that I had selected earlier, which I told you you need to note that. Double A, 0057E1XF. Your phone number, which is 886. The address mentioned again, this address is the where that you've mentioned on your DS 160, your visa application form. So make sure that this is all consistent. This is your service number, which is mentioned on your I-20. This is how your applications get connected with each other. University name, this is again, make sure that the name of your university is absolutely correct. Check that you've corrected everything, everything is absolutely in place, and press continue. Enter. Double A 0057 EXF. What's the problem? It's creating a problem. It's asking you to keep checking it. So make sure that all the details that you mention are absolutely correct. Service number format. So make sure that this is also correct. So this is giving you an option to check all those details. N0013 75264. So what's the problem? Okay, so that means that whatever corrections it had asked for, we made the corrections. Now we can move on to the next level. If you have anyone accompanying you, you can add the name of the applicant. That has to be only your, if you're married, then if your wife is traveling with you, or your dependent kids. Nobody else. Your parents cannot travel under the F1 category. So now we can continue. Okay, now this is only for students, those who had a previous student visa. Because you're applying for the first time, so you got to mention no here. So here, once you go and apply for your visa, the officer takes your interview, and if your visa is approved, they'll keep your passport and your I-20, and they'll ask you to come back and pick it up from the place where you have chosen your destination. For example, if someone is choosing New Delhi, so your passport would be delivered at the OFC center, facilitation center, for your collection. All right. So now you continue. So that once your visa is approved, you have to go back. They do not courier it. So there is no courier. All right. Now, so this gives you the total amount of fees to be paid. You can choose your option. The best option and the most convenient one is to choose it over the counter. So click like this. You will get a fee payment receipt. You have to print this. You can either save it or you can print it, right? And once when you do this, then you have to go back. All right, so here it gives you all the payment options. Once you pay your visa application fees at the Axis Bank, they'll give you a receipt. And once that receipt is activated, it usually takes about 3 hours to 7 hours to, or probably one full day for your activation. The receipt number over here will show up automatically. You'll get an SMS which says that your receipt has been activated. Then you have to log in again and you'll see the receipt number which has been fed automatically by the system. And then you can continue to book your visa date, right? So this ends here. And then when you're booking your visa date, you would first get an option to book your visa appointment at the consulate. And as soon as you complete the process of booking your visa date at the consulate, you'll see another calendar which will show all the dates available before your visa appointment at the consulate. So you can choose that and then go for your fingerprinting. Thank you. So I continue, and then you can keep watching for this space for new details on visas. Thank you.